Getting away from it all, a trip to Sri Lanka, the country that Mark Twain once said was all harmonious, all in perfect taste. A world of spices and fruits and a feast for the senses. I love this one, thank you. Negombo, a bustling coastal town of West Sri Lanka, is one of the main landmarks of the colonial period. Except that here, the big influences weren't British, they were Portuguese and Dutch. Negombo is also called Little Rome because it has one of the largest Catholic populations in Sri Lanka. It also has all the charm of a small town with palm-fringed golden beaches and dotted with fishing villages waiting for exploration. My choice of place to stay is the Ayurveda Pavillions, a jet-wing health resort and winner of a World Travel Award in 2003. On my arrival, they made me feel more welcome than I could have ever expected. I knew the people of Sri Lanka were friendly, but to have an entire welcoming committee to greet me made a better first impression than any handshake could have done. My first glorious morning in beautiful Sri Lanka. Fabulous. Sri Lankans really know their traditions and their cultures. And speaking of traditions, I'm going to indulge in something typically Sri Lankan, which is my morning wake-up shot called Triphala. Triphala, it's a mouthwash. I'm just gonna knock this one back. That would be the ingredients I ordered. Ayurveda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to make this delicious morning wake-up drink. It's on the menu at the Ayurveda Pavillions, a mango smoothie. Got some of the ingredients, but I need the key ingredient, fresh mangoes from the garden, which I'm going to go get. Wow. I'm just going to need 1 mango for this mango smoothie recipe. Mangoes are really, really rich in vitamin A. And they do great things for your digestion, and they encourage your appetite too. And then I've got my other ingredients here. 100 ml of yogurt, which is about the cup size of yogurt. Some honey and some ginger. Honey actually reduces cholesterol, in case you didn't know that. And ginger, of course, settles the stomach. I just need the pulp of the mango. I'm gonna cut right into it. Just make these diagonal cuts across, and you just get your spoon and scoop it out. And it's incredibly juicy. Next in is the yogurt. Now, yogurt is a fantastic cooling ingredient, and it's been used for centuries also as a face or a body mask. It's fantastic for the complexion. And my next ingredient, pure bee honey. I'm going to need just 2 tablespoons of that. And then just a little piece of ginger. So that's the last of my ginger. Now, if you actually wanted a little bit more fruity and a little bit sweeter, you can add another mango. I'm just going to go with this one. Beautiful. That's divine. It's the perfect wake me up for your senses mango smoothie drink. And I think it's got me ready for my Ayurvedic consultation. It was time to take in what my place of stay had to offer. The Ayurveda Pavillions isn't just a hotel or a resort. It has a unique holiday concept with Ayurvedic treatments that have been in practice in this part of the world for 3,000 years. All of the treatments are completely natural, healthy, and will leave you feeling like you just stepped into heaven. As you walk around the pavilions, you are surrounded by green tropical vegetation of Ayurvedic plants and trees, which they use freshly for all their treatments. The biggest difference between Ayurvedic techniques and Western medicine is that Western medicine looks after only one thing, the body. Ayurvedic treatments soothe the body, the mind, and the spirit. The treatments are personalized, finding out where your body's at, what needs work, and giving you only the things that will energize your whole system. To do that, they need to find out a bit more about what makes you tick, and I was no exception.
Now would like to say your body type, the Kapha and Pitta. Usually Kapha is your prominent one, then other one is Pitta.
So doctor, you told me I might become a bit fat, but I've got bright colored skin, which is quite nice, and bright eyes, and I'm a friendly person.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome. Thank you and have a nice holiday.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow. Well, I just found out that I'm Kapha Pitta, which is my Ayurvedic dosha. And the Ayurvedic physician has actually tailor-made this nutritional program for me. Every little dish that comes along comes with a little card that explains the main ingredient, its Sinhalese name, and sometimes its Sanskrit name too, and it tells you what it's recommended for, so you really learn as you go along. Of course, all of this goes perfectly well with a nicely, freshly squeezed fruit juice. We all know music soothes the soul, but apparently it can also stimulate your pituitary gland, which is the gland that governs both your blood circulation and your nervous system. And I'm about to find out what is the music that soothes my soul. Hello.
Hello.
What is the music that's going to be right for me?
First of all, we have to understand the mind condition of the person. So according to that, according to the mind of the person, individual, so we select the music and we select the kind of raga we should play. I'm going to play one of the very popular Indian classical melody. This is called Raga Bhageshwari.
You know the old saying, music soothes the savage beast? That's exactly what I experienced during my music therapy at Ayurveda Pavillions. They take care of your total well-being with natural health and beauty treatments that aim to make your holiday in Sri Lanka one of a kind. With all the sights and sounds, my senses have been evoked, and I'm inspired to explore all the exotic fruits, herbs, and spices on this island of serendipity.
I'm having a wonderful, peaceful time at the Ayurveda Pavillions, and now it's time to discover what's out there. Hello, Uncle. Couldn't we please? Thank you. Cinnamon. And what better place to enjoy cinnamon than in the home of cinnamon? Bet you just thought it was for apple pie, huh? You know, cinnamon has a really, really rich history. The Emperor Nero, he burned it for a full year to mourn the death of his wife. And the Egyptians used it extensively in their mummification ceremonies. It was also an extremely important spice to the Dutch and the English when they were setting up their colonies in Asia. It might be just a spice to you, but it has a very rich and important history. Aku siagraamku. Thank you.
Sri Lanka contains the essence of everything exotic and tropical in a small and compact area that is just perfect to explore by tuk-tuk. The scenery is amazingly diverse, and we pass through the lush interior plains covered with paddy fields and palm trees, small colourful villages, and vast pineapple plantations. The country thrives with a variety of tropical fruits, and pineapple is one of the most popular ones. Pineapples are actually not just one fruit, but a composite of many flowers whose individual fruitlets fuse together around a central core, and Southeast Asia dominates world production.
Fresh pineapples. I'm actually here to pick up some bananas, some pineapples, and some king coconut. And here's something you probably didn't know. There's an ancient beauty secret that says, wrap your feet in pineapple at night and you'll wake up to smooth feet in the morning.
Traveling around Sri Lanka is like stepping into a whole other world, one full of color and sound and a million things to keep your senses on high alert. My inspiring trip finally took me to a place where I could find some of the famed cashews of Sri Lanka. The cashew may have started in Brazil, but it's in India and Sri Lanka where more of it is harvested than anywhere else in the world. But then that's not too surprising. The people of Sri Lanka have made beauty almost an exact science, and cashew made an entry into the annals of Ayurvedic treatments years ago.
Seems like cashew nuts and Ayurveda were made for each other. Cashews nourish, protect, and moisturize the skin, and they come packed with loads of anti-free radicals. Kind of makes it a shame to actually eat them.
They knew they had an unfair advantage. That's the first thing that might occur to you once you see the women of Sri Lanka. After all, for years, this tropical paradise resisted sending one of their own to the Miss Universe beauty pageant. And when they finally did, they sent Rozanne Diasz.
I was crowned Miss Sri Lanka 2005 in February. I'm just after the Miss Universe pageant in Thailand. I fly for Sri Lankan Airlines and I have my own dress boutique. Beauty can be defined in several ways. For me, beauty is what you feel from within. So it can be defined in many different ways. But how you carry yourself, how you speak, basically how you portray yourself is beauty to me. And clothing can also enhance it. And Sri Lankan beauty can be enhanced with the traditional sari. The beauty of a sari depends on its color, its embroidery, its texture, and how it drapes, and basically how you wear the sari. The wearer also depends on the beauty of the sari. Since these saris are heavily worked, they are extremely heavy. So maybe I'll wear this sari only for a special occasion where I have to sit and look pretty. But a sari like this can be worn for a longer period of time, and since it's so flowy, you can wear it very closely to your body. And I think the younger generation of Sri Lanka would love to wear a sari like this. I think the sari enhances the Sri Lankan women's beauty.
Sri Lanka has worked its magic and awoken the fruit lover within. I have discovered a wide variety of delicious exotic fruits. There is nothing quite like Sri Lanka to satisfy my visual palate, relax my soul, and feed my mind with its rich cultural heritage. Now I'm back in Negombo, and there is much more to see. In the wake of the tsunami, the people of Sri Lanka have rallied, and fishing, one of the mainstays for centuries, continues to keep the country moving. Fishing is very important here in Negombo. It stretches back thousands of years to ancient times.
The catamaran is indigenous to Negombo alone. The catamaran is actually used to fish for little prawns, and these little prawns are also only from this area. Well, this is Negombo Fish Market. It's wild. Everybody comes here in the morning to buy fish, to haggle. They come from everywhere, restaurants, hotels, and they're fish suppliers too. I mean, I have seen fish here I have never ever seen before. Today's catch apparently is rich in marlin and sharks. Well, the Sri Lankan women in Negombo obviously owe a lot of their beauty to the power of fish. I mean, apart from the fact that we know about omega-3 acids, fish apparently make you smarter. Great, women are very smart anyway. Well, beauty and brain tales aside, some important medical studies are being done into the power of fish to prevent stroke in women. Apparently, all it takes is fish once a week for that to happen. I'm gonna get me some fish. Oh, my fabulous morning at the fish market has left me a little bit fishy smelling, but that's not a problem here because with Ayurvedic treatments designed to moisturize and make your skin smell great, wow, I'm happy. I'm at the fabulous Blue Oceanic Beach Hotel along the pristine beaches of Negombo, and it's just amazing. You've got the sea, the sand, the surf. What more can a girl ask for? And they've invited me to a little party tonight, and I thought, hey, why don't I take along a couple of my wonderful beauty concoctions? The first thing I'm going to make is a revitalizing cinnamon scrub, and then a fruit facial smoothie. First up, the cinnamon scrub. I'm going to need a handful of cashew nuts for this, which kind of translates to about 3 tablespoons. I'm just going to crush that up. You need to make sure that you crush that fairly finely because this is, after all, a scrub. Okay, next I'm going to need a couple of tablespoons of ground chamomile. Now, chamomile has been used by the Egyptians in their offerings to the sun god, so it has a very important history. Next in, a couple of tablespoons of nice pure gold honey. Honey is exceptional for the skin. It's actually an antiseptic as well. Honey in the very, very old days would be applied to wounds to heal it. Fabulous. Next up, some fresh and creamy yogurt. You should just start with a tablespoon for this scrub and then work your way forward if it's a little bit too thick. I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. And next, the piece de resistance of this entire scrub, which is cinnamon. It's the truest thing you could possibly get in Sri Lanka because its botanical name is actually derived from the old name for Sri Lanka, which is Ceylon. I just need half a teaspoon of cinnamon for this. I'm just going to stir that in. If only you could be here to smell this fabulous cinnamon concoction together with the smell of the sea. Highly intoxicating.
Combine crushed cashew nuts, ground chamomile and honey into a bowl. Add sufficient yogurt to make a thick paste, add cinnamon and stir thoroughly. Massage over body for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse the scrub off with warm water.
I've got the wind whipping through my hair and the sun overhead. And the sea's a little bit rough as you see it at the moment, even though it's so beautiful. We're at the tail end of the monsoon season in Sri Lanka. When it all calms down, you're going to see a beautiful blue sea for miles and a little less wind in your hair perhaps. But it's the perfect environment for what I'm about to make, which is my absolute favorite. It's a facial fruit smoothie, and it contains all the fabulous, fabulous fruits that we've been discovering over the last few days. Delicious. Voila, another beauty treat that's going to impress my guests tonight.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, Anita.
Good to see you. It's very beautiful out here. Well, it looks like I'm going to be enjoying the party first and showing everybody my little beauty secrets a bit later. You look, join me for a drink?
Yeah, come here.
This is Sri Lanka. Never mind where you are. Never mind from your and far. You're welcome to Sri Lanka. This is Sri Lanka.
I found two lovely ladies who don't need any beauty treatments, but they are going to try mine. Please be excited because I have something else for you. Have a smell and tell me what it reminds you of. Pineapple. Very good.
Banana?
Excellent. So this is like a truly Sri Lankan recipe. It has all the main ingredients that you find in Sri Lanka. Want to try some on your face? Just a little bit over here on your chin. Yeah. It's cold.
I think it's really good for the skin.
Feels nice?
Yes.
How long should I have to leave this on my skin?
10 to 15 minutes maximum. You know, then you just wash it off with warm water and use your usual moisturizer after.
Yeah.
You should give me your recipe. Okay.
So everyone, this is a traditional Singaporean way to greet and to have a good time. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And this is in Sinhalese. Any excuse to drink. This sandalwood and flower bath is the most fitting end to an amazing journey through Sri Lanka and indeed through the all-natural world. I've learned things about plants, flowers, herbs and spices that I never even knew existed before. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Here's to the all-natural life.